Hi, my name is Rosalind, and we're going to be looking at the topic of music in French today. We will have looked at the musical instruments already with my pupils, and so we're a little bit familiar with them. And today we're going to be looking at how to say I play and then a particular musical instrument. So for today's activity, to start off with, we're going to have a look here at various musical instruments that are written here in French. Now we have lots of different ones. We have la flûte traversière, la batterie, la guitare, le piano, le tuba, le violon. And here we have all of the English words for these musical instruments. Now, a very useful activity is to see if we can work out what these mean and join them up with their English meanings. Okay, so going to have a little look here. We have la flûte traversière. Now, I'm going to highlight between them. Have a little think. What do you think la flûte traversière could mean? Have a look at the different options. Now, could it be the guitar? Do you see any link between the two? Maybe not. The piano? No. La flûte traversière, we're going to join it up, is the flute. La batterie. La batterie. Now, any ideas? Can't be the flute. La batterie. If you're not quite sure which one it could be, very often it's a very useful tactic is to look at the different options and to work out as a process of elimination which ones not to choose. So, la batterie, it certainly can't be the flute because we've already done that. La batterie. Well, do you really think it could be the guitar? Maybe not, so that's one to count out. Could it be the piano? No, we're going to count that one out. The tuba? No. So then we've only got the violin and the drums. And so la batterie is, and we're going to choose a different colour now, the drums. La guitare, this one's quite simple. The guitar. Le piano, we've only got 1, 2, 3 to choose from, is the piano. Le tuba, that one's quite simple. And le violon, the violin. So there we go. We've joined up all these different words. We've given ourselves a little refresher of the words we've already learnt. And just before we go on any further, we're going to have a look at these words to the left, these French nouns. Now, a noun means a word for a particular thing. Okay, that's an easy way of remembering it. In French, we have two different types of nouns. We have masculine and we have feminine. We also have plural, which means more than one, but today we're just going to focus on those two categories, masculine and feminine. So for every word that you have in French that means a thing, you either have a le or a la. That means the. La means the. So the flute, la flûte traversière. So that is a feminine word. And these two are also feminine words, feminine nouns. La batterie, la guitare. So all these three are in the same group. They are feminine nouns. Now under here we have some masculine nouns. And they all have le in front of them. Le means the for masculine nouns. Le piano, le tuba, le violon. Okay. So we're going to go on now to have a look at how to say I play and a particular instrument. Now here is the rule, which is written out here, and we're going to have a little look at it. First of all, the first thing you need to say is I play. Je joue. Je means I, joue means play. Now, to say that you play an instrument, decide if the instrument is masculine, le, or feminine, la. Okay, so we're going to have a look here. We're going to put the French word for the violin, le violon. Now, remember, what do you think? Is this masculine or feminine? Le violon. Le violon is masculine. So the rule here is you need to decide if the instrument is masculine or feminine, and you need to replace the le with du. So we're going to take my pen here, we're going to cross out the le, and we're going to use du. Du means some of, and it sounds very strange in English to say I play some of, but that's the way the French people say it, and actually it makes a lot of sense. You play some of that particular instrument. So for this phrase we can say je joue du violon. Okay. We're going to now go on to a feminine word, a feminine noun. Okay. I'm going to pop it just here so we can fit it in. La flûte traversière. Okay, we're going to pop in our accents because remember in French we must never forget our accents. They're very important. Little hat on the U. Okay. And a little accent here on the E. La flûte traversière. So if it's a feminine noun with la, so remember ladies is an English word for an English feminine word. So la is very easy for us to remember that la before words in French means the, but for feminine words. La flûte traversière. So you need to replace the la with de la. So we're going to cross out la, and we're going to remember to use de la. So here you can say je joue de la flûte traversière. I play the flute. Or if you want to say it word per word, how the French really are telling you is I play some of the flute. Okay. So have a little think. How might you say I play the piano? Okay, I'm going to just pop here the word for the piano in French and leave it to you to have a think about what you would need to do to make it correct for French to say I play and then that instrument. Would you leave it like that? Je joue le piano? Or do you need to cross something out and use something different? Replace the le with du. That's right. Cross the le out. Start your sentence. Je joue. And then use du piano. Okay, and I'll leave the rest for you to think about. Okay, très bien. Au revoir. Merci.